The Euthydikos Kouros is a significant example of late Archaic Greek sculpture, dating to approximately 490 to 480 BC. Named after its dedicatory inscription by Euthydikos, this marble statue represents a young woman, or kouros, a type commonly associated with votive offerings to the gods, particularly Athena. The Euthydikos Kouros stands as a crucial artifact in the transition from the rigid conventions of archaic Greek art to the more naturalistic representations of the classical period. It is sculpted from Parian marble, was originally part of the votive sculptures on the Acropolis of Athens. Today the statue consists of two parts. The upper part was found in 1882 east of the Parthenon, while the lower part was excavated 4 years later near the Erechtheion. Combined, the two parts measure about 1 meter. The middle section of the statue is missing today. Unlike earlier kouros, which often display the characteristic archaic smile, the Euthydikos Kouros exhibits a more solemn expression. This shift in facial representation signals a broader change in Greek artistic sensibilities, moving towards increased realism and emotional subtlety. The kouros is depicted wearing a chiton, a lightweight tunic, and a himation draped over one shoulder. The folds of the garments are rendered with great attention to naturalistic detail, reflecting the developing understanding of human anatomy and fabric movement in Greek art. Her right arm is missing, but it is presumed that it originally extended forward, possibly holding an offering. Her hair, arranged in long, wavy strands, still retains elements of archaic stylization, yet it falls more naturally along her shoulders. The careful carving of individual locks demonstrates an increasing interest in representing realistic textures and details. The late Archaic period, circa 500 to 480 BC, was a time of political and artistic transformation in Greece. The Persian invasions, culminating in the sack of the Acropolis in 480 BC, led to the destruction of many sculptures, including the Euthydikos Kouros. Her discovery among the so-called Persershut, the Persian destruction debris, on the Acropolis indicates that she was likely part of the sacred dedications that were deliberately interred after the devastation. The transition from the archaic to the classical periods saw shifts in sculptural techniques and styles, influenced by evolving perceptions of human form, movement, and emotion. The Euthydikos Kouros, with her more serious expression and refined drapery, illustrates this change, moving away from the rigid frontality of earlier kouros toward a more dynamic and naturalistic representation. Like other kouros, the Euthydikos Kouros likely served as a votive offering, dedicated to the goddess Athena. Such statues were common in Greek sanctuaries, often representing either the goddess herself or mortal women in a gesture of devotion. The dedicatory inscription, which reads Euthydikos, son of Thaliarchos, dedicated this, confirms the statue's role as a religious offering, possibly commemorating an important event or expressing gratitude to the deity. The inscription is written on the statue's base, which looks like the capital of a column. The kouros' attire and posture reflect idealized femininity and piety in Athenian society. Unlike male statues, or kouroi, which were often depicted in the nude to emphasize physical prowess, kouros were always clothed, reinforcing cultural values of modesty and decorum associated with women in ancient Greece. The Euthydikos Kouros stands as a pivotal work in the evolution of Greek sculpture, bridging the archaic and early classical periods. While it retains traditional elements such as stylized hair and rigid posture, the kouros' more naturalistic facial expression and refined drapery signal an artistic movement toward greater realism. As one of the key sculptures found on the Acropolis, it provides valuable insight into both the artistic advancements and the cultural religious practices of late archaic Greece. Today, the Euthydikos Kouros remains an essential piece in the study of Greek art history, housed in the Acropolis Museum in Athens, where it continues to inspire scholars and visitors alike. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe so you won't miss new ones.